back to Mr. Lee Design Tech Tutorial. Right, so in this video, we're going to look into some of the useful functions that can assist for your modeling. Okay, one of the most common function that I always use is called the polar array, right? And which is a very useful tools. Okay, for example, I want to create a foldable lamp cover. All right, I will just create the first part. Okay, let's create first part here. All right, let's create first part. All right. So now I want to duplicate this thing multiple times based on the middle exit. So we're going to choose this one and then I'm gonna hit array array polar left side here and choose this is the middle point. All right, and how many numbers I want? Maybe probably 40. Just by default is 360 degrees. So when I hit 40, it seems that this is a good number. So let's hit space. And done. But now you may notice that there's a little bit overlapping. So the tools that to trim the object is literally just Command T. T for Thailand. Just press command key and then plus the T. So I will choose this 3 V shape. I will just press command and the T, and then I just trim this overlapping parts. When it's done, just hit enter and done. And now, and because I already changed this one, I didn't activate the history, so I might need to delete the rest of the part, to do it one more time with the correct size and measurement, So now if I hit array polar one more time, based on the middle, 40 pieces, and done, You can see that now they join perfectly, but they are not really ready to join, right? It's just like now the size are just matching, So if I want to join all of them, right, I just need to select all, right? Select all, and then use the shortcut Command J to join all of them. So now when I click on it, it's select as a whole, So once the polar array done, and if I want to quickly model this stuff, right, remember you can use the gumball, right? Just bring this thing up, change the display mode to shaded. And then you may think that, okay, but a little bit weird. Okay, no worry. Let's use Command and Shift key. Select the top surface. All right. Once you select the top surface, and what you need to do is just scale it down, scale it inward, and done. Nice and easy. So the function to duplicate object around the middle is called the array polar. All right. You can create object with all the the repeated and same pattern again. All right. Very fast and easy. And if you want it to be a little bit shorter, all right, just choose the top surface and bring it down. Nice and easy. And if you want to have volume or thickness, all right, just click on the surface here. Use offset surface. I will give a thickness of 2 mm. All right. When it's done, just click the button here below. Done. And then wait for the program to generate the surface. Alright, so now we have a very interesting shape, It gets rounded from outside, But if you don't like it, you can just always redoing, maybe we enlarge this one so you can see it better. Right, offset surface 2. Better this time, It's really better this time. So now it has the thickness, So that's the first tools, the polar array. Now let's delete this one. Right. The other one, when you want to create some sort of a twisting effect or twisting design, let's try to create a very interesting twin curve object, Like when you have a table lamp or whatever you want to do, their shape they are pretty similar but slightly different. You can use this twin curve function. Let's chamfer the corner. You can click on chamfer curve repeated. Choose the value of 10 and here, and here. All right, done. So now we have the curve for us to twin. So what I want to do is I will just duplicate this one. Drag one on top. Let's drag one. Hold on to the option key. Hold on to the arrow, and you can drag one up. If I'm happy with this thing, I will even drag one more. Okay, so once I'm done, the next I will use the history, okay, to record the actions that are happening now, right? And then use the command called tween, tween, tween curve. Okay, I will select the start curve and the end curve, and then I want it to have like maybe 8. Is 8 a good number? Okay, maybe 9. And no, still not. Just hit done first. Okay, so now we can see that, okay, this thing is twisted, okay, in a very interesting way. What you can do is you can experiment it by, okay, rotate around and to see what shape that you can change, you can create. Maybe rotate this way, rotate this way. Oh, nope, not history. Right, if you're not happy with this one, okay, the other way is you rotate it first, right, and then you're going to choose both curve and then tween curve again. So in this way, right, you can create another style of design, okay, and yet you still can, okay, change the patterns, okay. But of course, by doing just a curve, you can't really see the visual outcome. So we're going to choose all of them, right? And again, we're going to bring it up into a 3D surface. So from here, you may find that, okay, just find the curve, right, and then you can actually just, okay, rotate and to check the visual outcome. Oops, nope. Just move the curve only, and then move the blue arc. Yeah. So that this will allow us to create some interesting twisted effect, right? If I want to twist a little bit, if I want to twist like even more, right, I can do that. So yeah, that will create some sort of like trophy shape, right? Interesting trophy shape. Okay, so this is tween curve. Now, next we will look into like doing some sort of curved surface, right? Let's say if you want to make a very special curved surface design with an organic shape, okay, let's create a curve, right, from the right hand side here. So when you're making curved organic surface, right, we were using the sweep, SWEEP, sweep. Okay, so let's create a curve first. So this will be the side profile of the particular design that I want to create. Okay, so when you drop anything, right, you can see this little white dot, right, that is the control point. Okay, so you can actually drag the control point to control the curve, right, control the curve where you want the curve to be. Okay, so if I'm okay with this one, all right, I will just stop from here, and I'm going to create, okay, a cross sections. Okay, so I use the curve again, step to this point. Okay, just, okay, get it inwards. Okay, so create an object that is only half, and then use the command mirror, and then, okay, mirror to the other end, and then command J to join them. Right, even if it's broken, it's okay, just ignore that. All right, and now I notice that this is a little bit too the bending, the arcing is a bit too aggressive. Let's get it smoother. All right, and then we want to make it longer, and that's it. Okay, so when this is done, all right, I can copy another profile and put it at the end of the tail. All right, and then we just, okay, use the move command. So now you can see that, okay, the tail is a bit far away, so we're going to use the move command. Okay, so select the object that we want to move, okay, type move, step to the end or middle or whatever, and then you step to here. Okay, so now I will use the command called sweep. It's SWEEP. Sweep 1 and 2, that's a little bit different. That's all about control. Alright, but now we just use sweep 1, okay, conform, and then we're going to choose the cross section 1, cross section 2, hit enter, and done. Alright, sweep. Okay, and because there's a history, right, so what I can change or can do is I can always control, right, the control point of the cross section to make the shape more interesting. For example, right now, if I want to bring it down, you can see that how the 3D shape change. All right, I'm gonna bring it down, make it deeper. See that? That's how you make the shape more interesting. Okay, I can even now change the one at the back, and then choose the correct display, the correct control point. I can create a double bending folding edge. And now this is a bit too, the turning is a bit too tight. Okay, let's control here, brings it up, drag it out, and there you go. Right, you can create some organic surface that you want, right? And you can always control the size. Okay, let's make this size a little bit smaller. Okay, that's how you get the surface done. Right. Next, I want to make this to be more rounded so that it's not so sharp. Right. The next function I'm going to introduce is called project. Okay, project. So what I'm going to do is use the curve. Right. I just step to the end, step the other one to here, step the other one along this surface somewhere here. We do. All right. So once I drop the curve right along the side of it, you may notice that this thing right now looks pretty awkward. Okay, so that it's not touching on the surface. It's not touching on the surface, right? But if you go back to the right view, right, I will type in the command called projection or project, okay, and then click on the surface and confirm. Okay, when it's done, you'll notice that there's a projection on the surface right now. Okay, I can even use this thing to use Command T to trim it. Oh wait, I just extended activity history. Okay, so now you see that it gets smoother. It gets smoother. All right. So this is one way of editing the model. Right, make it look even more interesting. Okay, use projection. All right, and the projection works wherever you want to project it. So even if this curve is far away from the object, right? But if you can look at it from the three different view, top, front, or right, as long as the curve satisfies your design needs, okay? Meaning to say that I can even bring this thing, okay, to be somewhere here, and I bring this near here, okay? So if we're looking at the three-dimensional view, right, just look at the curve. It looks so weird, right? And just, okay, it's not touching on the surface. All right, the curve is just floating at the middle of nowhere. All right, but I can always just click on it, okay, and then use the command project, okay, command project, and then click on the surface and it project. When it's project on the surface, I can use command T to trim them, and oh, sorry, command T, projection, trimming, and then history warning, just click OK. See that? Now the shape looks okay, rounded and smoother. All right. So this is one way of using projection. All right. The next thing is if I want to have some sort of pattern on top, right, I can also do the same thing. Okay. Let's delete those unnecessary stuff. All right. Maybe we just deactivate the history. Okay. Now let's look at the top here. Okay, if I want to project some sort of patterns, okay, and make it okay interesting that it trims on the from the top, right? We can also do that. Let's make animal eyes or whatever you call it. Okay, let's draft something here. So now we have this. Oh no, we have two curves. All right, I'm gonna join them. I gotta bring it slightly inwards. I gotta mirror it over. All right, as a middle point. Okay, mirror over, and then I will just okay. Sometime, right? you don't really even need to project, but you can already trim. So pay attention to the right hand side here. So if I activate the trim command, I click on the surface and I trim it. Look at that. Easy and simple. Alright, so now we have a very interesting design, right, which I just cannot name it, but yeah, that's the point, right? If the curve, the line that you create, all right, can trim the surface directly, you don't even need to project it. Okay, you just click on the surface, then they will just trim it away. All right. And last but not least, let's give the thickness. Okay, always offset surface, give a thickness 2 mm, and then just wait for the result. All right. So now this object has a thickness. Look at it. Look at that. Okay. And thanks for watching.